Hello and welcome to your the angelic realm reading. The names of the reading, once again, I'm going to leave it in the description box, and I will probably take breaks within the reading to take a glass of water, because these readings with angel cards are they take a lot of energy, and I sometimes feel like I'm out of breath. And I'm also using angel cards for the September readings. Not that you needed to know that, but I'm just letting you know that so that you know if you feel me coming out of breath or feeling out of breath. And I have my little spread here. So let's get started. I'm going to take a little bit longer to just shuffle the cards. Let's see. And of course, these are heart-shaped cards. It takes so much longer for me to shuffle. Okay, make sure you don't have any specifics here. Right over here. Okay, sorry about that, but if I do not feel comfortable, I don't stop shuffling. It takes forever sometimes. Here you go. I'm gonna pull this right here to this corner. Okay, so for this reading, I initially feel some sort of blockage when it comes to learning how to take. Learning how to take certain energies, or learning how to open certain doors with certain energies. I feel like you're such a giver, you don't know how to take. Like you just, it kind of just doesn't register with you. I also feel like you get like most of your headaches or most of your blockages, you get them from your left side of your brain. So okay, so I'm going to start off with the very top. And this is the overall reading or message directly from the creator. Some people like to call it God. Some people like to call it me. Some people like to call it the universe. Me meaning you. Meaning whatever your name is. Whatever your birth name is. Or whatever you like to call yourself. So this is the message. Actually, this is the card. And the message is: meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of soul. It is a spiritual communion with your true self and all creation. You may think that there are far more important issues to attend to at this time. Meditation would help you greatly. It could have a positive influence on every area of your life, including your career and relationships. So, by you meditating, not only are you exercising your breathing, but your meditation also releases energy. So when you're walking around the streets and you're trying to tap into your mediumship and you're tapping into energy to see how it feels or how it transmutes, the power of meditation is that you get to continuously learn about yourself and also get rid of a lot of things in your system. Then we have card number, let's see. I'm going to just give you the messages from the cards, and then I'll tell you which archangel it is. So this is Haniel, and this is Courage. And you actually have no repeating cards in the middle, but this is Courage, and a message not only from the universe itself, but I'm also seeing that just like it came out in your dial up your guides reading, you have to be a little bit more assertive. And so the energy of the Prince of Wands came in reverse. You have to be a little bit more assertive and be more, step into your power. Step into your power without sounding like you're just talking to talk or to be assertive just to be assertive. And I feel like I'm seeing like an image of you like walking into a bookstore and you're like, listen, I need this is what I need, this is what I need, and they're asking you, so like, why do you need this, why do you need that? And you're like, listen, this is what I need, do you have it, yes or no? That kind of assertiveness. You know what you want, you know what you're gonna go and get, and people just shouldn't question you sometimes or stalk you like that sometimes. And now a message from your ancestors. These two cards are connected. So this would be you, and this would be Archangel Michael. But the card that came out for you is in regards to Haniel. Then you have a message from your ancestors, and this is Archangel Gabriel, and this is Grace. So here we have, what is this? A duck, I think. And the color is blue. A very celestial, very like universe type of, background. And what your ancestors want you to know or keep in mind is that everything that you do it with poise. If you're going to be assertive, you just do it with poise. And sometimes doing things with poise is just being just assertive, just stepping into your own power, knowing what it is that you want. Now, I also feel like with this Grace card, you also communicate with, you curse out people without using curse words, kind of like that. And things will move smoothly and slowly at its own pace when it's supposed to move forward, without the pressure, or without you having too much handle on the wheels. I feel like they're saying, let the car drive itself. And I feel like it has to do with your spirituality. I feel like you're so frustrated sometimes where you try to force certain things and it's just not happening. And so they're telling you, just let it happen the way it's supposed to happen. Then you have your specific guardian angel. We all have that one specific guardian angel that guides us through it all. It's like our best friend in the spirit realm. Not that we don't have 1,000 of them walking around with us all the time, but we always have that one specific energy that is assigned to our soul, or that's one specific frequency assigned to our soul. And you have Archangel Metatron, and you have miracles. And what I feel like your spirit guide is trying to say, and I don't know why I'm getting the name either Miriam or Mary or Marionette or something like that. Something like that. I don't know if that rings a bell, but allow the card to move itself so that the miracles can come through. If you're pushing it too much, there's certain, you won't see the signs. So that, let's say somebody is, let's go back to the library, the example of the library. So let's say that somebody is, getting you your books, and you're like, I want it from this library, I want it from this specific library. If they don't have the book at that specific library, it's because they don't want you to have the energy from that specific library or that specific place. And so allow them to protect you, allow them to work for you. When you force things, not to say that you can't do magic and manipulate certain things, but but when you are forcing things to the point where it's giving you, you're exhausted, or you are giving too much energy and nothing's coming back in return, that is a sign that lets you know that you're doing too much and you're not allowing them to work for you. Sometimes we don't allow ourselves, we don't allow them to work for us, and so we don't see the numerological signs of like 444, 1010, 1212, 1111, and those are messages and ways of them communicating with us. Then you have the energy of the subconscious, or the consciousness, or the wisdom of the universe, which is the divine feminine or the goddess energy. And you have Raziel, intuition. Of course, it would be intuition. I didn't even realize that. So yes, tap into your own power, tap into your divine femininity, which is your intuition, and use your discernment at all times. I know it feels like a little bit of a repetitive message, but I feel like they really want you to get to know that. They really want you to understand that nothing is wrong because it is your journey. So even if you want to delve into the spirit realm of the fairies, it's not wrong because it's your journey. And if you're getting that push or that tug to do it, you can go ahead and do it. Just make sure to always use your discernment and to communicate with them. Keeping your hands off of that wheel and allowing them to drive you is allowing the universe to allow to communicate to you or with you via your intuition. Letting you know, listen, not right now. So now right now I want you to study, the fairies, or I want you to study your mediumship, or I want you to do this, is because they're preparing you for the next day. The next day you might be getting on the wrong bus, and so if your intuition is not connected, then you would have never been able to hear the message. It's kind of like that. Then you have number 6, which is Archangel Raphael, the healer of God. And you have the card Michael, let me protect you and keep you strong. And maybe this is why I was getting the message of, allowing them to do for you in the example of the bus, is because sometimes there's so many things that can be prevented in your life. And I feel like you're one of those people that you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have moved, or I shouldn't have done this, and maybe it would have been like that. It's because you're not really paying attention to your intuition. Just remember that there's nothing really wrong because it's your journey. Then you have Archangel Uriel, the God is light, and Shamuel. Well, you received the card Shamuel. I'm so happy for you. This is a true love. So what you're feeling for somebody else is honesty, or true guidance, or true love. They also agree that it is true love. It just, as I said before, use your discernment. And what will you discover is that it is true love, is that your actual passion is there. So don't block yourself from being in love or falling in love. Even if you know that the relationship is not going to be forever, but the fact that you got to experience love is very important. And shedding light on that is very important, okay? And then you have Archangel Gabriel, God is strength. And you have Adnashiel, be optimistic. Your viewpoint makes all the difference. And then again, you have the little chalice, or the Ace of Cups over here. So, being strong, not just mentally or spiritually, but I also feel like changing your diet or drinking a little bit more water. Physically strong, so that when you have to go through these emotions, or this overflow of emotions, you are able to do it. Like I said once again, and I mentioned, I believe it's in the other reading, your physical health will probably deteriorate because you're going to be getting hit by all of these triggers, which are going to cause physical pain, is what I saw. And then you have number 9, which is Archangel Shamael, and it's one who seeks God. And this is, you got the card Sophiel. I am sending you energy. You need to look after yourself. I feel like you, in some way, shape, or form, feel like this energy or this new transformation or spiritual transformation that you're going through is somewhat of your responsibility to go through it so that you can like save other people and like really have the title of a healer is what I'm feeling, or the pressures are on so that you can have that title. You don't have to feel pressure is what I'm getting. You don't have to feel pressure because this is your journey. It is your story. And as your story evolves and it goes on and it swirls, you will either take people with you or leave people behind. And in that process, you will heal people by healing yourself. So you don't necessarily have to tell yourself, I have to become a spiritual healer because I have to help the world. Like, I'm here to help the world. Everything counts. Every little thing counts. Every little stepping stone counts. So you don't have to be so under pressure to become this spiritually enlightened or spiritually comfortable with yourself for other people. They will get their turn or their shine to light, to bright as well, or their turn to shine their light as well. This is your chance. This is your growth. This is your new beginnings. You have number 10, Archangel Jophiel, and this is the beauty of God. And then you have Sakid Hosi. I bring new energy into your relationship. Now, this relationship, I feel, doesn't necessarily need to do with love relationships or anything that has to do with romantic relationships. I feel like this relationship has to do more with the alchemy of you, the divine feminine and the divine masculine intertwining within you. I also see in this card, if you haven't been having sex or sexually activating yourself to give birth to the Kundalini energy, which has Kundalini energy is more of like the energies within your body interconnecting with one another and being and becoming one. And so they interconnect with one another and they pass through what humans refer to as the third chakra, or your vertebrae as well in the back. So besides your third chakra, your third eye, it also passes through your vertebrae in the back of your head, which is your 33rd degree. I don't know if you know anything about Masons or the Masonic temples, but the 33rd degree is the highest degree, but that's because it's right above right on your neck. So I feel like those are energies you should try to tap into. You don't have to practice sex magic with anybody else or practice sex with anybody else other than yourself to be able to reach enlightenment in the form of energy, is what this card is telling me. You have number 11, which is Ariel, the Lion of God, and you have Camiel. Let me help you to forgive and forget. And the first thing that I saw with this card is like past memories. I feel like you're sweeping things not just only under the rug, but you're like literally sweeping them and throwing them away in the garbage. So they're no longer going to be tucked under in your base chakra or hidden away in your subconscious. I had to take a sip of water, but you're genuinely forgiving and genuinely letting go of anything that hurt you, of anybody that has used you or lied to you in the past. This would be the perfect time to start practicing the energy of letting them go and forgiving them, because at the end of the day, I don't feel like the people that have ever taken anything from you or any sort of fraud, if you've ever felt like somebody was committing fraud against you, I don't think they themselves understand the consequences of their actions. I don't think they do. I don't even think they understand that the actions that they're committing or going about are or bad or quote unquote bad or imbalanced in any way, shape, or form. I feel like those people don't have like real consciousness, so you will never get through them, or whoever has committed that type of energy against you. It's almost like they don't have any remorse. So try to just forgive and literally forget. Take the garbage out and don't allow it to become pain within your body or to manifest within your body. Then you have Archangel Metatron, one who guards. And you have Angel Adiel. Let me guide you to gently let go of the situation. So any fears, any doubts, any fist fights within yourself, any fights or inner knowing, or any inner conflict. I'm like pulling out words from that my behind. So any inner conflict that you have, allow Archangel Metatron to allow you to let go. Also, Archangel Metatron is also the guardian of your Akashic records. So if for whatever reason you see somebody within your Akashic records that is in this life, that you know that was in your past life due to the fact that they're coming up, or if you already experienced them, it's time to let them go. Which is the reason why that energy or the frequency of Archangel Metatron is allowing you to remember these relationships so that you can let them go. Because I feel like you've paid your dues, or you've paid your karma. I see like a bag of coins thrown on top of the table, and that is payment of some sorts. So it's time for you to let them go, and let them hurdle through or go through whatever karmic energies or karmic ties they need to go through. I also see that whoever you need to let go, some of them will come back totally, completely renewed into your life. And don't be surprised if the next Mercury retrograde brings in a lot of familiar faces, like a lot. Like women, men, doesn't matter. Just a lot of familiar faces that aren't going to really show up now in a physical form as much as they're going to show up later, only because as of right now, it's time for you to heal. It's time for you to let go. It's time for you to forgive. Then you have Archangel Zadkiel, and you have the righteousness of God. You have Verdiel. Be loyal to yourself and your heart. So anything that you do, anything that you want to let go, and anything that you do, anything that moves you forward, be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is this something that I want? Is this something that I want to do for myself? Which I feel like you have had a lot of conflict with. I feel like it's something that you've asked yourself, like, is this really what I want to do? Hence why you're getting a reading. Is this really how I want to feel? Is this really where I want to take my life? And the answer is absolutely yes. You want to move forward with your life, because these are gifts that, if not enhanced, or if not uncovered, or baggage that isn't let go, it's going to turn into a disease. It's going to turn into malignant diseases such as cancer, like breast cancer, or like these are the things that are getting thrown at me. I don't know if that's something that's in your DNA due to like family, or it's something that was inherited to you via a family, or maybe that you're more prone to, but it's like serious diseases like diabetes, cholesterol. These are diseases that sometimes pop up when we're older, but it's because it's issues and things and energies that we didn't take care of before. So that ends the angelic realm reading from me, and I hope that you enjoy your reading. I hope that your new beginning is absolutely fantastic, no matter how much pain you will have to endure, or physical pain, or emotional memories that get triggered. Just know that this is your path. And yes, you're going to be a healer. Yes, you're going to be a helping hand to other people. But as of right now, it's time to know what to take and what to give, what to release and what not to release. So I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, and that you enjoy your reading. And let me know what you think about the suggestions or the books that I suggested. So I hope you have a very good day wherever you are. Many blessings to you and yours. Bye.